Okay, so to take it from the top, I appreciate you guys coming through here, in order to gather with me here today, and we can come together with a good form of appreciation and understanding with the next milestone that's going to get ready to happen, and acknowledging and accepting the conclusion of this current chapter in my FGC journey, in wanting to go higher and eventually, hopefully, reach championship status and just have my own championship. And so before we get there, I also want to take the time to sit and accredit that of the now. I was looking forward to sharing this again with all you guys since my last podium checkpoint from Pride FGC last year to now here at DayBreak 2025 in the aftermath of DayBreak. And basically going into the start of the summer here for 2025. The Gran Blue Top 8 is finally secure. My first ever Top 8 achievement. And I'm happy this chapter to my story has come to its conclusion, because it marks a brand new journey through online I seek to embark on, hopefully the start of next month going forward. I want to look back before I go forward, and in that thought, I want to reflect with the players whom helped with the start of the journey before anybody of the now. And so, my thanks go with Aneww and with Kilvenz. Aneww and Kilvenz, both are my preceding family in Railfire Legion, RFL. And I seek to credit them both in helping me with my journey to get to this point. They both helped me with my initial training and understanding of Gran Blue in early 2024 when I was active every day on this game. Back when I was playing this almost every day, I was bouncing between DBFZ PC and this on PC. It's among my first games I delved into in my starting PC journey when I had my whole setup here complete, because I only had the free to play version of it on PC and on PlayStation, but I was only able to really delve into it with a lot of expanding time. I decided to delve into it on PC since PC was right here as opposed to on console. And the details on why I chose the PC venture I can go into as I'm talking. Because I was playing... I streamed this game on free-to-play, on end for weeks, because it was really fun to play back then at the start. I was playing Gran all the time back then. Zeta initially is who I was playing, because that's the character I really liked. I really loved this game for that character. Love her for her design, her attitude, everything about her demeanor, and everything about her playstyle is very expressive of how I like to play. She's a very straightforward character. But I was playing Gran all the time back then, Zeta initially. Then once the free-to-play rotation was concretely created and implemented, I was hard stuck to solely Gran, and was stuck there for months on end to just playing Gran. Which, I mean, Gran is okay, but it's not who I really wanted to play, but I was okay accepting that. I made Gran work though. Every event I could go that allowed free to play, I made it work with the come up through the lesser seen scenes and smaller tourneys running hot on the grid at that time. I streamed most of my runs and sessions, learning different matchups, playing rank, and honestly learning matchups that aren't too bad for him to work around. Others that would be critical to learn because you do need to understand how the avenues work for him to better navigate his neutral. Mounting attempts, lesser appreciated efforts, but I still stuck it out in order to grind out the tourneys despite how futile it was in facing plats, masters, and diamonds daily with no actual wins to establish true growth. Then I eventually started my own donation goal to help buy the full game of Gran Blue Fantasy vs. Rising, since I didn't have the money at the time to just outright get it. This donation goal I debuted at the coming City of Mayhem Gran Blue series that Bum hosted online from New York City. That was when I initially got my start in doing these more and wanting to be a part of more tournaments and stuff. It worked, I guess. Despite the struggle, I just stuck it out. I just stuck to this as it was, and it was one of the only scenes I could do consistently with my split schedule between responsibilities to Railfire Legion and Iacon Battle Circuit, or even just me personally. Amidst that build-up, a lot of tech around neutral and matchup pre-prediction was embedded. And a lot of that embedding of like general things in order to help me with like a natural cheat sheet in understanding how the game works and what you want to look out for specifically, rather than sitting there and learn it. I can also sit there and just apply it because they're trying to help me and gaining these cheat sheets early. That way I don't have to go through the ritualistic outline of rinse and repeat, so it saves time. So again, in that regard, I do again thank Aneww and Kilvenz for helping me with understanding that stuff at the higher levels that I didn't know at that time, that I do kind of sort of know now. I know I wasn't really happy resuming the investment past this point because I couldn't play casually in earnest. The sole casual investment of Gran Brews here is that I don't really get to play because people don't queue up for that minigame at sensible hours, or even in North America at all half the time. So fighting people is all I know how to do for this game, and it is what just became of this general ritual that I kind of embrace every day I play the game, or every day that I chose to play the game. I sought to try and expand out as my distaste grew for battle. Go to better places in order to do my ritual of Gran Blue, so I'm not just hard stuck at just playing only at City of Mayhem and maybe Kaina's Kiwi Tower, where both one's a double bracket, the other one is a multi-Q-in round robin. I did seek to just go to other places. It kind of worked, kind of didn't work, but it was just a limited fantasy. Like, it was depending on who you know, not so much where you go, in order to better understand different timings for different games and events that are happening. Because the scene was rather oversaturated at that time. It still is somewhat to a degree now, but not as in-depthly. Then, between the Bum 163 issue of Com 11, the bullshitting of people's times around a fake conspiracy theory before starting the event, and the two instances of lagging with an opponent at Kaina's VTuber event, whom wasn't wired versus wired correctly. That was proven because I had the screenshots to prove it, but it wasn't taken seriously. That cost me a couple of instances at a top 8 that I legitimately earned. I was just fed up with wanting to strive higher, because it's literally just fighting a losing battle at this point against what I felt was incompetent event management, or constantly oblivious people that casually playing, so I can't really get a definitive training partner to go higher, or I'm only met with constant procrastination of commitment. And by that I mean people that play the game but don't play the game, and I don't have time to play that shitty game of vocal cat and mouse. I just want to just be told a straightforward answer and move on about my day, whether or not I'm actually going to invest time to fight a losing battle or fight a losing argument, one of the two. I sought to stop that because everybody I know always has the game but never wants to play the game, excepting the one or two at some unusual asinine hour after I stopped caring and was playing something else. Why? Because it took so long for them to come through, so I just moved on to different things. I still sought to reach out to more people with varied answers and continue the process further, and just see if more people would be intrigued in playing the game. Not everybody was intrigued on playing this video game. I don't know why, but this was just the general ritual that I was stuck with dealing with. This imbalanced seesaw of activity is what led to me slowing down on the video game for one, and slowly hating the game, and third, roughly disliking myself, because I know I can't go higher, nor can I really play casually, because it's not what my point of playing was founded on. In some ways, yes, I did do this to myself, and I understood what being here more would do to me, but I had to endure myself to get this achievement. My mentality doesn't want to put up with barely finding people to train with for XX tourney, whereas it's willpower that's forcing me to play it out. It's my dignity as a competitor to finish a struggle no matter what the cost. I was aware that resuming to pursue this with constant aggravating elements that are depreciating the pure consistency that it was founded on would cost me, and I was willing to pay that price to get out of this with my win, and to get this out of the way for myself, for my sake. I refuse to walk away from granbluefantasyversusrising, PSN or PC, and not have justly earned a single top 8 to my name to establish genuine proof of competence at this game at a higher mid-level from months and months of a past ritual early last year. I refuse to do that shit to myself. Yes, there are a couple of top 8s that you could contest that I have earned, or that I have placed at with like what Shion, or like what that off-brand kind of look-alike tournament. I can't remember the VTuber that had something like that tried it out. But the thing is, with those, I'm respectfully, with all intents and purposes, I'm not counting those because I didn't earn them. I didn't earn them at all. I'm just a part of a group of barely 6 to 8 people, and it's just given to me. I don't like to take those or try to take credit for those because there was no contests. I was just given it. Same with placing in my own tournaments. Most times I just don't accept it in that fashion with placing in my own tournaments unless I know I really fought for it, because I don't want it mistaken that I fixed my own tournaments or my own brackets in order to have my placements, and you never quote-unquote actually earned them. The point about all this is because it's about discipline. It's about self-discipline. And as much as I hate to put myself through all of this, there is a point why I put myself through all of this. And that point was achieved. Hang on, I'm trying to catch my breath. Like, reaching a solidly higher level of Granblue past this point is not in my future. And that's okay. Knowing I can contest the general diamond or master ranks but not really best them outright is more than enough satisfaction for me to know that I can at least keep up with players that are 3-4 times my level, no matter who they are. I'm a consistent A rank player, and I'm very grateful about that. It doesn't show right now, unfortunately, between either of my accounts, because I did get knocked down when I was trying to get back into the game on console. I got knocked down over here back to C rank, and then here on my PC account, that's my main account I'm on in now. Both of them are Zeta's cheeks, by the way. I got knocked out of A back down to B rank, so I'm gonna try to gradually get that back at some point, just so that way I can tidy up a couple loose ends for my sake personally in trying to get back what I cost myself in a way. But anyway, the point meaning here is that I am content with where I'm at, knowing that my competence has at least shown, and I can be content with what I have right now. Even if it may not be much, it's still better than nothing. and I'm gonna go on ahead and keep it going. Alright, like I was saying, like I was fine with understanding competence with contesting diamond and master rank players, even if I can't be them or be like them. I can at least fight them to a degree, and I can contently fight them, knowing, okay, I can contest the matchup after having fought it at low levels, fought it at mid levels, and I've understood it at high level, but I've never fought it at high level, or I've never fought them at high level consistently to know better. Then let me show you guys real quick all the different things that I have here, in addition to the accolade itself. So for deeper context in my thinking, see my linked videos in order to have a better understanding, and to better understand me, despite my hypocrisy in contradicting myself, to engagement and continue to engage me here. Because I know I did say that I would ultimately stop playing Gran Blue and to move on in order to try and have a happier time playing other games. But I am still here ultimately playing the game still. So let me show you guys my stuff over here in my channel, and show you the different accolades that I have here, since all 5 pillars are now complete, and to show you what it is that a year of the work has actually brought me. Alright, so this was from this year. This was from the Arc World Tour weekend, from Laffy's Discord outline, from Under Night 2. Top 8. Those are all the ones from Dragon Ball Fighters. The core context of this is to have my top 8 placements of everything that is non-Dragon Ball. And this was from 2024, from Under Night 2, from Hollow Legion 4, Switch It Up on PC, Dual Railgun Lance's first or second Hollow Knight with a $100 match arena on it. That was a 13-14 man bracket. And then the Halloween special for Hollow Legion of the Void. That was a top 8 for all 4 of those. My Melty Blood in 2024. It's the Sanguine Legion of the Night. I was top 6. Switch It Up on PC. I was top 8. It was a non-VT tournament from Sabrina Sanguina, the VTuber, when she hosted Melty Blood. That was also top 6. Hey CJ, what's going on? And then Turn It Up, Melty Blood top 8. This was also top 6 on Carface's program. That's Melty Blood. Blaze Blue throughout 2024. There's a few of the Blaze Blue programs I was able to get on through my struggles in trying to establish a sense of competence on that video game. Granted, a lot of them are just top 8, so I just barely managed to scrape into top 8. But, I mean, a win's a win. So I don't want to be too hard on myself on that one. And then my only top 8 for Mortal Kombat 1. I do want to add more to these for Mortal Kombat 1, but it's going to take a lot of work and elbow grease in order to get back to a sense of competence that I had at this time. So, oh, and then the other one for one of the Melty Blood Pinnacles that happened on PlayStation. I was able to get top 4. This one I was really proud of, because this one I wasn't mad losing the contest to Omniscythe, because that dude was really freaking strong. I managed to survive the latter half of the bracket, and I lost to one of the homies from the God Clan on Apex Legends. His name is God Lucky, who's also an FGC player. Hell of a Maids player and Miyako player. And then last but not least is the Gran Blue one of today. And so this brings everything full circle that I needed for Melty Blood type Lumina, Undernight Celeste, Blaze Blue cross tag battle, and now here on granbluefantasyversusrising. That's a top 8 that has been accumulated to all 5 names, as I previously aforementioned that I could, to RFL. And this is a very momentous moment right now, because everything that I said that I would do at the beginning of 2024 has all come to a complete full circle here. Because I promised myself that I could do this to prove that I wasn't a one-trick pony in just being competent at only Dragon Ball fighters. And I also wanted to make sure that I could show this to you guys here, so that way you guys can all see what it is I see. Like, to show that I wasn't so wrapped up in DBFZ that I couldn't try to earn the placements of other games that I was also taking seriously at the time, while I'm in my championship waiting room on Dragon Ball fighters. Like, obviously, if you're trying to go pro on a game, or on the one game venture, you do want to damn near no-life the game in order to keep up with the highest platform presented, or to have the highest level of tech for your strive and your ventures to keep going higher. So yeah, I mean, I was going to be there every day in order to get to that mountaintop. But I'm also willing to sacrifice some of that to spread out my knowledge and gaming resume at the cost of consistency. Funny enough, life affected that consistency too with factors out of my control, so I made the right choice, almost nerfing myself to explore and enjoy other things that have been here, despite the struggle over staying in one spot, struggling to take care of family, and still struggling to apply or learn shit with no real time to lab anything for it to have meaning. So it's kind of weird how that all came into alignment like it did. Same here on ESL and Undernight. Keep me posted on how your ESL drives tonight are going. And then to check mark it here. I do have an idea, because now that all 5 pages of this book have been written, and I can move on to the next chapter of my competitive journey here in the fighting game community. The next chapter I think I will go into next will be, respectfully, Undernight 2. But I'll keep you all in my following posted as always when I do these things. But this was a really good concrete point that I wanted to lock in here, and I wanted to share this point with you guys because this is one of the most momentous points in my competitive journey right now, in my journey towards trying to hopefully get a championship. With both my accounts, because this is my main account originally, is what's right in front of me, Zeta. So I wanted to share this with both my accounts that was here. Also, I wanted to share you guys, that way you guys can both see both my accounts active at the same time. Both of them are Zeta's cheeks, because I'm a Zeta main. This one here with Zeta is actually my main account on PlayStation back when I first started playing this video game back in late 2023, when the beta for Gran Blue first dropped. Because I remember I first applied for that. I was one of the first people in my playing groups that applied for this video game for beta, early access. Because I really wanted to fuck with this game. And no going back. I knew the character I wanted, I knew everything about her that I wanted to play, and I was about this game. I was ready to commit to this video game. And then, low-key, it transferred from PC. It transferred to PC from console by just circumstance of situation. Because I still had the free-to-play version on my console. I had the free-to-play version on PC. and then I continued the grind and the whole investment I wanted to do on PlayStation. I literally did it all on PC. And I was able to interact and play with so many different people and learn a lot about the cast and the characters. And so both these accounts were able to come full circle for what I wanted to do for this scene. Hell, I'll even show you guys the hours that I actually have for a lot of the characters that I played. I gotta leave the room for this. As you can see, the characters I have with the most hour is Zeta. I have her at level 214, then Gran, then Katalina, then Nier, then Beatrix. Nier I gave up on very early in the journey because I couldn't get the practice I needed in with her. It's kind of hard to practice a character that was good at the time when she's being treated like a potential plague. Which, for all intents and purposes, I understand. I get it. I really do get it. Because she was a cancerous character. But she was a good pocket character to have. And then Percival. And then that's about it. Low-key, little did I know I actually was investing in top tiers, so I don't regret my choice. I think I invested wisely for the journey that I was given in the video game and in the community. If given the chance to do it again, I would do this whole journey over again, but I would also do it a bit differently in terms of trying to get more tips from my org and my organization. If I can't get gains with people from my organization, or get them as consistently or at what more welcoming hours, then I'll try and see if I can just shift out elements of my schedule to be more accommodating to joining beginner-based brackets and intermediate brackets. I mean, doing what I did in hopping, I dropped Yule. She got buffed this last couple of patches. But the journey that I did in just joining like high-level brackets only, and just learning through constant ass whippings, I guess is also a way to do it. But it's the most frustrating journey that you can be given on the video game. Check DMs. Yeah, hang on, let me check. Alright, I just saw your message out here, TLEE. I appreciate you. I appreciate this a lot, man. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I'm proud of you. I know at the end of the day, people aren't giving you the acknowledgement, right? They're not giving you your flowers. They're not acknowledging the fact that you trying so hard to become a better individual, to get to the next level, to accomplish your goals, right? And you feel like you're not being seen, but I'm here to tell you that you're being seen. I'm proud of you. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep following through on the vision. You got a vision that God gave you. You got a goal. You got a purpose that you got to follow through on, right? Don't wait for anybody to acknowledge you, but I'm here to tell you that I see you. So keep doing what you're doing. Keep staying focused. Keep elevating to the next level, right? Putting yourself in a higher mind frame around individuals that don't think the way that you used to think. Because being you back then got you to where you are now, right? But getting where you want to go, you got to become somebody you've never met.
You know, you raise a really good point. And I do. I damn near gotta be like a whole other version of myself that I probably never even knew that I met the person. But I will keep you guys posted in the coming days on what my next direction is going to be. We're gonna have a few streams through this coming week in order to productively celebrate this milestone. So I'm gonna be streaming some Marvel's Rivals, probably some RPGs, because I do need to catch up on Star Ocean, because I've been putting that off, that we need to do some Star Ocean.
Also, real quick, was the a shout out to a lot of the scenes that I was able to compete at. Some brief, others genuinely for a bid at top 8 despite the fall off or complications that ensued. The fact is that you did contribute to the journey. And so, shout outs to Chrysalis Kingdom with Miss Chrysalis, Cloverleaf with Hubert, was it New Head's Branch series, New Head the Guilty Gear series, so that was with Valor, and Shion from Fade Friday, the pretty in-depthly back and forth Grand Blue series that Pastor Genji was doing. So those I will also respectfully honor and commend on helping with the come up in this particular journey. Because in order to know where I want to go next concretely, it pays to also delve into the past respectfully. Yes, one more piece of business. I will respectfully pass down the Spear of Arvess to my successor. It's like a lore thing that the community generally does that's a part of Zeta's lore, which is what makes it like so beautifully satisfying with how expressive the character is. It doesn't have to be anybody specific or anybody unique. It's just whoever it is that loves the game as much as you do with the character that you love to play. And I immediately found mine. I passed this on off here to Colonel Flats, and I wish him good luck in the journey. He's a very good Twitch streamer and artist, and he deserves a lot of support and love for playing the character just as I had once upon a time. He's a very expressive player, and you're playing a very expressive character. The two go hand in hand, you know?
Alright, thanks for joining me on the journey today, chat. And like I always say, till all are one. And CJ, thanks for coming through the chat today. I appreciate it, buddy.
Take a pen away.